Welcome to our podcast, Face It, the reasons why you should fib. If you're listening to this podcast, you're seeking information about how to age gracefully and how to age naturally. My name's Ryann, and I'm the owner of Face It Botox Bar. I have a true passion for the medical aesthetics industry, and I'm a national allergen trainer and also a national Sciton luminary. Each week, we're going to talk about topics that will help you make decisions and motivate you and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. And we're also going to have a lot of fun along the way. These services will help you obtain results where everybody will notice, but nobody will know. Hi, everyone. It's Ryann back with FIBBcast, and I'm here with two lifelong friends, patients who have been on a journey with us in our practice. So Sherry and Sherry. And so we are here to discuss their journey with us over the past 6 years and, kind of two friends being involved in the practice and just living their best life and just to discuss kind of their favorite treatments and just how, we've grown together.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And
we really have.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll just kind of give us kind of your background, your professional career, because we always, talk about those things when you come in. So just give us a little background on yourself and kind of how you found FIBB.
For me personally, I've been a teacher for 39 years and I have since retired. I think I've done enough. And so I've retired and I'm trying to, adjust to the retirement life. However, being in the beauty space, if I wasn't a teacher, I would have been something in skin. I am totally into skin. It's a passion. I had very bad acne when I was young. I was starting to see a dermatologist in 8th grade. So it's always been something. I guess it started when I was 5 years old. My little neighbor girlfriend, Cheryl Hader, said, "You don't have any eyebrows." What? So I went, "Oh, I do have eyebrows." So maybe that started it. Maybe it's a trauma I have to get over. I don't know. But I always enjoyed skin. I enjoyed makeup. I enjoyed how to apply it. But you have to get a good canvas. And so that's where you come in and you do the canvas part. And that's so important.
And I always am complimenting you on how good you look all the time.
Well, that's thanks to you as well, because we certainly do a lot to help that.
Yes. Well, thank you. And Sherry, tell us a little bit about yourself, too.
My name is Sherry also. I am still teaching. This is my 36th year of teaching, so I don't have the luxury of being retired like my dear friend Sherry. Mm-hmm. I started my journey with FIBB because Sherry was my next door neighbor at school, and I was constantly seeing her do all of these beautification things. And so she asked me one time to come to a FIBB event. And for me, it's just continued from that moment on. We've become double buddies.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. And again, thank you for being teachers and helping, those little ones evolve into little better humans.
Well, that's a passion too. I mean,
you guys have made a huge impact.
We loved it.
We loved it. Touch. And So let's get started. So we have a little champagne. Cheers. Champagne Saturday.
Champagne Saturday. Cheers.
Yeah. So we, absolutely love you guys and appreciate you guys. And, as you know, a lot of our patients become friends. I need to sip.
Mm-hmm.
My sister-in-law would yell at me, "You can't cheers without looking."
That's what I've heard that also. I've heard if you cheer, you do it, or you bring bad luck to everybody.
Yes.
So I just learned that.
Yes. So I just want to kind of go through your journey and we can kind of, do it together, but kind of, with this, we'll talk about some of the treatments and some of your favorite things. And, you guys kind of help drive what we bring in and, seeing, things on Instagram and, you guys always come in very informed and asking questions of, hey, what do you think about this? Because I do make suggestions, but I really let patients kind of drive the conversation as to what's bothering them because we are, more natural aging gracefully kind of practice and just, kind of, give kind of your synopsis of, I guess we can start with your favorite treatment that you've had here.
Well, the first thing, I've always been in skincare. So this has been a journey forever. But I was introduced through a friend and I came here. Everybody was so nice. you walk in the door. Everybody is welcoming, nice. Like you're part of a family already, and I didn't even know I was. So that in itself was very welcoming and, settled. And for a person who's just starting out, it's like, there's one thing that bothers you about your face or whatever, or you're not feeling right or whatever, but there's one thing. And so it's just like Botox the first time. And so here I come to you for Botox, and you set me at ease right away, because all of a sudden you're spewing out these names like masseter muscle or blah, 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 blah. And it's like, she really knows her stuff. And for some people that might be putting off, but for me, it's like, no, she does know what she's talking about. For me, that makes sense. So I listen and we work together as a team. So what's your trouble? What are you concerned about? And you always listen, and we come to something together. And I always leave happy. Always leave happy.
So your journey started over 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I've been doing a lot of stuff to my little face. And so, yes, but I continue it because it's important. And you need to, I had skin cancer, squamous cell here. Mm-hmm. And that's because I laid off on my skincare because of family and situations. So I just didn't keep up with it. And so now it's like, oh no, you got to get back on that train. So now I'm back on the halo train and all that stuff, but because I don't want that again. But it is important. It is important. And when mommy feels good, everybody feels good.
Yes.
So that's important.
And that's, where your kind of transformation has happened. And you've aged backwards, in my opinion, and we can show her before and after from 5 years ago.
Thank you.
But yes, the Botox, we started with a little bit of filler just to help lift. I say high and tight, keep everybody high and tight. Mm-hmm. And then we had a discussion about BBLs. You experienced the halo.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So that was, and we'll talk about Sherry's too with her MOXI, but halo,
you go, for me, you go big and go home or go home. It's like, and so I was a little scary looking for the first week.
Because of that histamine release.
Oh, yes.
I was following up with her the next day, and she's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, you might have a little bit of swelling. Had a lot.
I had a lot. But no pain, no gain. But I will say, because I knew what you guys were doing, it's a process. And so pretty soon you go, oh, wow. And then like the 8th day, 9th day, you go, oh. So it's so worth it. And you're also helping your skin for the future.
Right.
So I can't even say enough about it. It's just it's a wonderful, I will not say it's a wonderful experience, because both Sherry and I came the last time and we said, why do we come here? It always hurts a little bit when we're here. Yeah. But the results are amazing. And so that's why we keep coming back.
Yeah. And so with the, skin cancer conversation, we can say that there is literature that says doing halos, especially annually, helps prevent skin cancer. So that's, that's the other thing with, women and getting, oh, my husband's going to kill me or whatever. That discussion is like, hey, it's a from a dermatological science point. Absolutely. It's a skin health issue. And like you said, acne scarring you had, which you couldn't tell because you did a great job until, meeting me as well, because you couldn't tell you had really bad acne scars, but Halo does help that as well. And then the BBLs, and we've focused on your neck too as we age. You can't let your face be in a different decade than your neck and chest.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yes, absolutely.
So, so since we're kind of talking first journey. Yeah. So I met Sherry. We love referrals. That's basically how I've grown the business is, your friends, a ton of people, and people start seeing how good you're looking.
Correct.
Like you said. So kind of tell us on your journey.
Yeah.
That was probably 4.5 years ago.
Correct. My first and foremost, I will say, piggybacking on Sherry, is coming here. It's especially say you're coming off of a day at school hanging out with first graders all day, and you walk in here.
Some days she's more stressed than others.
Some days I'm so frazzled, and you walk in and they're like, "Hi, how was your day?" And you're like, you immediately just start to deflate and feel like an adult instead of someone that's been hanging out with children all day. And I also have always appreciated when I've come in with things or questions with you, you've always been completely honest, or you have said, Ryan will always say, I don't know that would be a good move for you. A funny joke with me is I always hated my chin. I thought that my chin was really pointy and witchy-like. And she made me realize that it was actually something that I should be embracing and loving and not trying to get rid of. So that was one of my things that I'll always remember with you.
People are getting chin implants. We're doing all this chin filler to elongate and helps the neck. So
I got chin filler just to try to be like you.
It is. It's
embrace that.
Attributes.
So I just felt so comfortable immediately. And I didn't have any prior experience with any other place prior to coming here. I didn't even really do anything proper skincare until coming here. So this has been an amazing journey for me. But for me, I think, and I think you'll agree, I was one of those sun goddesses. I was a boater from the time I was 3 weeks old. My skin was incredibly skin damaged. And doing the MOXI, in fact, I really need to schedule another yearly one. But I feel it's just brightened my skin. I can see by the before and after pictures, just the release of the damage is huge for me, because that is something that could have developed into something that would have been just so much worse to have to deal with on my face.
Right. And we say there's no laser season, but we are in Florida. And that was a discussion, what's the best option for you, BBL, MOXI? And MOXI is very safe for darker skin types and tanner skin, because it's really getting that epidermal layer, that superficial layer off. But yeah, you did a series of three. And then, yes.
And then I did one last year. And the other thing is I am now a person that uses sunscreen on my face every single day, but I just tan. And so some of the procedures, like we talked about, my skin tone was just too dark for like a halo, but the MOXI has definitely been my favorite. And then one of the times that I came here to one of the FIBB events, I put my ticket in a raffle and won the whole skincare package. Yes. So that started now I'm an avid, I have my whole skincare routine that I do every day. So I think that also has helped with my skin health.
And your skin looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that skin imager analysis, you can see the difference.
Oh, it was sad when I first came.
Scary.
It was scary.
Yes.
It looked like I'd had third-degree burns out of a fire. So
yeah. So let's jump into kind of the women's wellness. So as we're doing Botox, filler, helping you guys kind of maintain your look and that natural aging, because you're looking good and you're feeling good. So we started having conversations about hormones, and it took time because each of you had a lot of questions, and the cancer issue, and making sure that you guys were up to date on your labs and mammograms.
Well, that's huge. That is absolutely huge, and that's one reason why, because on my Instagram feed, I see all of these, do this, do this, do this. But is someone going to monitor your mammo, look at your blood work, and check in with you? I mean, that's huge. And you want that personal touch. And that's why, because anybody can go off on the Instagram trail and do whatever.
Well, and I'm also someone, piggybacking on that, is I have other underlying issues. Like I have rheumatoid arthritis. And I have thyroid issues. And so that's also really closely monitored, which I love, where other places or whatever other theories or concepts may not have taken those things into consideration. So I have to submit those blood work as well.
Right. And even, we say brain, breast, bone protective for the hormone replacement, but also helping with joint issues,
correct,
decreasing risk of Alzheimer's as well. Thyroid regulation. Yeah, once you're balanced. And I do know that it wasn't a, let's pellet and you feel totally better. There was a journey with
sure.
each of you.
But you said that. It's a 9-month thing, because you just don't know how your body reacts. I know my body reacted very differently to the first time with the pellets and the testosterone. I was angry. I was angry, and I didn't compute why, but short fused. And it's okay, maybe we should taper back on that.
Yeah.
And we did. And now I feel absolutely like I did years ago. And it feels so nice. It feels so nice.
And that's part of that, learning curve, is how your body's absorbing it, postmenopausal, how your body's going to regulate and react. And
I had zero hormones. I was almost like a negative. I go, what?
Yeah.
And I was shocked, because I thought, that's not going to happen to me, because why am I so special? But I thought, and then I looked at it and I just went, oh my gosh,
it explains
I need help.
Everything.
I need help. So yes.
Yeah.
And it's natural though. That was huge.
Yes, all bioidentical. They're, made from soybeans and the sweet potato.
Yes.
We were talking
yams.
about years ago when our grandmothers were going through the stage, and I can remember some of the synthetic hormones that they were on, and then they went through a phase saying, "Oh, they're so bad for your body, don't do it." So I went through the majority of my menopause suffering from terrible, horrible night sweats. And my gynecologist would say, "You need to go on hormones. You need to go on hormones." And I'm like, no, because you heard they were so bad for your body.
Right.
And so I ran from them and just suffered through this night after night after night. And so now I'm so wishing that we had known about it before I was going through all of the symptoms.
Yeah, absolutely. And to speak on that as well. So we've, you guys have dabbled in that. You guys have pretty much done every service here. Emsella, if I'm running behind, which sometimes I do, we'll put patients on the Emsella, but the machine.
That's a different type of experience. Easy to do, but it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, you find that's a sweet spot. And then it's like, okay, I got you. I got you. And then, you just sit there and enjoy.
Yeah, so that's 11,000 Kegels, helps with the, quarter floor, we say.
Everybody can use that.
Yeah.
Well, and I think as women get older, you have the whole issue. I joked with Sherry, but I have a granddaughter, and she's like, "Go come on the trampoline with me, Grandma." And it's like, oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Not sure.
Yeah. Being at the gym too, it's like you can't jump rope or,
Yeah.
Well, as a teacher, you can't go to the bathroom when you would like to because you just can't.
Holding.
So you have to hold it. And I thought for sure I would be in a diaper by 50. And I wasn't. Thankfully. However, as you get older, things start, happening and changing. And it's like every little bit helps.
Right.
If you can see something that would help you, just, do it.
Yeah. And the Sculpt too, you guys have tried that out. Build muscle, burn fat.
Yes, we were belly buddies.
We were belly buddies.
Yes. The belly buddy bundle. Yes.
That was the best exercise I could have ever done. I am not an exercise person.
We came and sipped champagne and through our workout.
Yes. And this one loves exercise. I don't understand. But she loved it and I loved it.
I'm a gym junkie.
And I am not. So, but yes, it was wonderful. We loved being belly buddies. It was great.
Yeah. So let's jump back to PDO threads. So you guys have both experienced those. So, we're selective in patients that we offer those to. And, having the conversation of, plastic surgery or facelift, neck lift, you already had done that 6 years prior, from about 6 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. 6 to 8 or maybe,
And so it's like how we had that conversation. How do I maintain this?
Right. Well, also too, there's always a spot or there's always something that is your bane of your existence. And it was, for me, it was down in my jowl area. And so it was like, how can I fix this? I'm not quite ready to do the facelift, which I have no problems doing. I'll do in the future. But I'm not quite ready for that yet. So what can we do? So you said, why don't we try threads? And I said, okay, great, let's do it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so we had done them 2 years back to back. We did the vertical ones plus here. We've done Kybella, so combination therapy, some submental fullness. You guys have done M-Face as well. Both of you.
Yes.
So combination therapy. So Kybella. And so really helping that, lower face kind of maintain, which looks amazing. Yes.
Well, and two, because I have the time, I can listen to other people, other doctors and things. And it's amazing what happens to your body as you get older. And it's no fault of your own.
Dr. Ranjani.
I love him.
Yes.
I love him.
We talk about.
Yes. I don't know him personally at all. He does not know me at all, but I will listen to him. And he shows graphs on how much collagen you lose at an age and how it dramatically dips and how elasticin, if I'm saying that right.
Elasticity of their skin.
Yes,
elastin
just
and
dips.
collagen.
And it's just because of the estrogen
and
everything else. And so pellets also help that. BioT helps that tremendously.
But our skin thickness.
But it just comes into play and you just go, yep, that's me. And
there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
Everything just starts sagging.
Right.
And I know for me with the threads, my main concern was just that my cheeks were starting to droop, and so.
So we did a little filler and then we did threads. Yeah. And they work great for a year or 2 years. Yeah. We ended up doing them again, but it just gives you a little bit of that lift. And how was your experience? You guys can kind of tell how your experience was with the threads because people are afraid of them. They're like, ooh, I don't want to do that.
I thought it was amazing, personally. I thought it was the coolest thing. The weirdest thing was the pop. When you pop into place, you weren't quite really expecting that. But
and you weren't under anesthesia.
No.
You weren't asleep. She was wide awake.
No, I was conversing and everything else. And a little bit of soreness the next day, but the results were so subtle. And that's another thing I also want to say about you, Ryan, is when we do different procedures or do different things, for me, personally, it's very important that it's subtle, that I'm not walking down the street looking like someone, no disrespect to anyone, but you look natural. You look like it's just who you are. And you and everyone else are very careful of making us look as natural as possible, but as beautiful as we can be.
Yeah, because we don't want you looking weird.
Right.
Exactly. I don't want my students at school saying, what'd you do to your face?
Yes. Instead, you go, oh, you look so refreshed.
Yes, exactly.
You got a good night's sleep. Yes, I did.
Yeah, so tell about your experience. And we were
well,
first we did InstaLift. That was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we did another.
Like, what is this sticking out of my face?
And it's a different experience. You can't feel it at all. I mean, actually, to look at things, like I'll go online and watch you inject and watch other injectors and do that. I can't even look at it. But to lay there and to feel it, it's like, okay, they're going down through my skin and they're making a tunnel and then you have a lot of nerve endings down here. And so it's like,
little
zinger. But then all of a sudden they'll hold it and you hear a pop, 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 pop. And it's like, and then it's lifted. It's like, how does this happen?
It is instant results. Unlike some of the other things you have to wait for the collagen to start producing. These are instant results.
Yes. And they show you at the end. And you just look at me. And I'm just looking at, I'm going, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? And you are just looking at the face and looking at symmetry and things like that. And so I'm just going, okay. And then at the end, you show me with the mirror and I go, oh my gosh, it's a transformation. It looks so different. And I will say, it does not hurt. It doesn't hurt because that's the hugest thing. You think this is, it's a concept and you think this is going to really hurt, but you numb and you cannot feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is definitely one of those procedures you shouldn't watch before. We tell patients don't get too excessive with watching it.
I did watch Sherry's and she has all these threads laying to the side. I'm going, this is weird. But it's all good. It's the process and you trust the process and you talk through it if you're nervous and it works. It really does work.
Yeah. So with all of these things, so let's talk about, the concept of affordability and how our programs, the FIBB funds, our membership kind of helps you guys budget, kind of say, we have, we want to do this and kind of, directing funds so kind of give us your take and educate everybody on how you guys love the membership.
I do love the membership because I'm not a person who sits and looks and itemizes everything. And so it's already taken out and it feels good. And all of a sudden I'll go to Tori and she'll say, it's nothing today. I'm going, awesome. I mean, it's already taken care of. So it depends what level of membership you're at. But I mean, it's a wonderful, it's almost like a savings, it's a bank savings kind of sort of.
Correct. It's automatically taken out so you don't miss it, kind of like my 401ks or things like that. They just automatically take it out. And
absolutely,
I agree with you because you come in for certain things and sometimes it'll be almost virtually free because you've already saved up all of this.
You've already paid your monthly membership and that's great. So I truly, truly enjoy that.
Plus you get, for me, because now I'm using the ZoSkin product because that's what the package was, we get our discounts on the retail things, which makes a difference when you're trying to use good skin care stuff. And so we get discounts on that.
Mm-hmm. And it's girl math.
Yes.
We that's what we tell. We're like, it's girl math. And plus, it's not that big, because Botox can be $800.
Absolutely.
If we're doing full face. And so it's not that big hit and that shock.
Yes.
So it allows people to really stay on a treatment plan. Mm-hmm. They're, coming in more hydrofacials, doing, those maintenance treatments that you don't think are important, but they are.
Oh, I love my hydrofacial. It's just, it feels so good. You just lay there and I go to Sybil. Sybil does her magic, just feels so good.
Yeah,
so
she's amazing.
It's wonderful. And, it's just enhancing everything that you have done previously.
Right. Hydration is a big part of, like you said, using good skincare, hydrating your skin.
And as you get older, hydration is huge. Even though I have very oily skin, you still need hydration, which was a shocker to me. But yes, you do need hydration.
Because when we were young, we were told if you have oily skin like I did as well, then you don't put any extra moisturizer or anything like this. It's going to make you break out more.
Right.
But yeah, you do need the moisturizer.
Yeah, because you see those medical grade skincare products, working. But yes, and we formulate that membership to give people, promotional exclusive offers, access to our FIBB signature services. So like we did MOXI packages for you, so you guys, get better pricing on things because we want people to be able to afford it. I mean, that's my number one thing is making it affordable for people to access, these things and plan for it and give you guys treatment plans and kind of stay on that regimen as far as that. So anything else you want to talk about that we missed?
I don't know. All I can say is when you're happy personally, because you need self-care, you need to take care of yourself to give to other people. So whether it be kids, husband, whatever, but when you feel good, everybody else, you just radiate that. And I will say thank you, Ryann, so much for making me able to radiate to everybody and to be my best self.
Yes,
I really appreciate it.
Yes, and Sherry, just a little story with her. We got hit by the hurricane and she's had a rough go, but I do remember, you coming in and when you got here, it was like we would talk, and when you left, you were smiling because there is, there's that stress and the hurricane damage, and you had gone through a lot of issues.
But it's like, again, like we said earlier, it's like coming into family, and they would just, everyone knew the situation, and we would talk about it. And some days I was teary, and they were like, "It's okay, it's okay." And
but that's
so
what we're here for too.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with Sherry. It's a lovely place to come to, and not just because we're coming in to beautify or do what's best for ourselves, but just the whole staff and just feeling comfortable and like family. And I will say, you mentioned the treatment plan. I always love the treatment plan because it's not you just making these decisions about what you think is going to be best for us. It's like working together as a team.
Yes.
And you always have our best interest in how we're going to look. And it's a wonderful experience to not ever worry. Like Sherry said, I never worry that when I leave here, it's going to be like, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine what I'm going to look like when I leave.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's good. And we want everybody to know about that. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming on, girls.
Thank
Cheers
you.
again. We didn't really drink up here. Cheers. And again, thank you for being amazing patients and helping our practice grow too, because you guys are the drivers of it as well. And we love our annual events too.
Oh, we do.
We always have the big party. They're always here to support us. So we appreciate it.
We love going to them.
Yes. Thank you, Ryann.
Cheers. For more information, you can go to www.faceitbotoxbar.com or call us at 239-322-3815. Don't forget to like, follow, and share on Instagram and Facebook. Do you girls fib?
Oh, I fib.
We fib.
I fib hard. Yes.
We fib. You should fib too.
Absolutely.